Have you ever, and be honest, stared at a folder on your computer just filled with a total mess of files? You know the ones. report underscore final version 2, report underscore final actually use this one, and just felt this wave of panic? If you're nodding your head right now, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to finally slay that monster of Project Chaos for good. You know, it always starts so innocently, doesn't it? You're working on something, maybe a school paper, and you save it as, history underscore essay.doc. Simple enough. But then you make a few changes, and you save it as history underscore essay revised.docs. And before you know it, your project folder has become this graveyard of abandoned drafts, and you have absolutely no idea which one is the real one. And there it is, the file monster. It's like this beast with a dozen heads, and each head is a slightly different version of your work. Every single time you think you've found the final version, it's like two more confusing copies just magically appear. But what if I told you there's a way to tame this beast once and for all? Seriously, just imagine for a second. What if you had a magic button that you could press to save a perfect, complete snapshot of your entire project at any point in time? So if you make a huge mistake, no big deal. You just hop in your time machine and go back to the last good version. What if you wanted to see exactly what your project looked like last Tuesday at 3 p.m.? Easy. This ain't science fiction, my friends. This is the power of something called version control. Okay, so how do we build this incredible time machine? Well, we need two magic ingredients, Git and GitHub. They sound kind of like a superhero duo, and honestly, they pretty much are. They work together to save your work and help you collaborate with others, but they each have a very different, very important job. So, let's meet our dynamic duo.
All right, let's break this down, because this is a super important distinction. Think of it like this. Git is the camera. It's a program that lives right there on your computer, and you use it to take pictures or snapshots of your work. GitHub, on the other hand, is the online photo album. It's a website where you store all those pictures safely. You can share them with others, and you can even work on a project together. So, to put it simply, Git is the tool, and GitHub is the place in the cloud where you store and share everything you make with that tool.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the repository, or what everybody just calls a repo. It sounds like something out of a spy movie, right? But it's really just a fancy word for your project folder. But here's the thing. This isn't just any old folder. It's a magic folder that doesn't just hold your files, but it also keeps a secret diary of every single change you have ever made to them. And that brings us to the commit, which is, without a doubt, the absolute heart and soul of Git. A commit is, well, it's like hitting the save point in your favorite video game. It's a snapshot of your project at a very specific moment in time. Every time you make a commit, you're creating a permanent save point that you can always return to. And the best part? You get to leave a short message explaining what you did, like fixed the typo on page 3 or added the first draft to the conclusion. This is your secret weapon for staying organized.
So we have our magic folder and we have our save button. Now, how do we actually put it all together? Well, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. We're about to learn a simple 3-step dance that I like to call the golden loop. And once you master this rhythm, you'll be able to save your work like an absolute pro.
So here's how this little dance works. Let's say you've updated 3 different files, but you only want to save the changes in 2 of them for right now. First, you stage your changes. This is like putting only the files you want to save into a special box, getting them ready to go. It gives you this amazing, precise control. Next, you commit your changes. This is you sealing that box up and writing a clear label on it that says, updated the introduction and chapter 1. And finally, you push your changes, which is like sending that box up to your secure photo album in the cloud, to GitHub.
And really? That's it. Stage, commit, push. Stage, commit, push. That is your golden loop. It's this simple, powerful rhythm that keeps your work safe, it keeps it organized, and it gives you a complete step-by-step history of your entire project that you can look back on anytime you want.
All right, so now that you've mastered the art of saving your own work, it's time to level up. See, this isn't just a single-player game. What happens when you're not working alone? How do you and your teammates all work on the same project without accidentally deleting each other's progress and causing a total disaster?
The answer is one of the most brilliant ideas in all of software: branches. Imagine your main project is a big, sturdy tree trunk. This is the official, stable version of your work. Now, let's say you want to try out a wild new idea. Instead of carving directly into that main trunk and risking everything, you simply grow a new branch.
You can do anything you want on this branch. Rewrite the whole thing, test some crazy ideas, and it won't affect that main tree trunk at all. It's completely safe.
I mean, just think about that for a second. When you create a branch, you are literally creating a parallel universe for your work. You can experiment, you can make mistakes, you can go absolutely wild with your ideas, all in a totally safe space, completely isolated from the main project. It's the ultimate freedom to be creative without any fear of breaking things.
Okay, so what happens when your experiment on that new branch turns out to be a huge success? Well, you create something called a pull request. Now, all this is you saying to your team, hey everyone, I've built something awesome over here on my branch. Could you all take a look? If you like it, let's merge my branch back into the main tree trunk. It's the official, polite, and super organized way to combine new work back into the main project.
And just like that, you've actually done it. You've learned how to tame that file monster, how to travel through time with your work, and how to collaborate with a team like a total professional. You've officially gone from a beginner to a Git and GitHub hero.
These right here, these are your 4 new superpowers. You can clone a project, which just means downloading a full copy of it from GitHub to your computer so you can start working. You can commit your changes to create those all-important save points. You can push your changes, uploading your work up to GitHub. And you can pull changes, which is how you download the latest updates that your teammates have made.
You have come an incredibly long way. I mean, you started with a folder full of chaos, and now you have the skills, you have the vocabulary to manage any project, no matter how big or how small. You are truly, truly ready to build amazing things, and I cannot wait to see what you create.
The world is your oyster now. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and you have the power to create anything you can possibly imagine, without that fear of losing your progress ever again. So the only question left is, what are you waiting for? Go out there and build something incredible. Thanks for joining me on this, and happy coding!